Sports, the Star Ledger, and NJ.com present the New Jersey State High School Game of the Week. Fios 1, bringing you the world outside your door. The Star Ledger and NJ.com. Everything Jersey.
Harwood Arena at Kane University is the site of the annual SFIC Basketball Festival. Today, Verizon Fios 1 Sports with the Star Ledger and NJ.com brings high school girls basketball to you. Today, it's Mount St. Dominic from Caldwell looking for his first win, taking on unbeaten Roseau Catholic, with all the proceeds benefiting the Scholarship Foundation for Inner City Children. Hi everybody, welcome here again to Kane University. Alongside former Marist standout guard Julianne Vianney, I'm Ralph Bednarczyk. Julianne, every single year, Mount St. Dominic tries to put together the toughest schedule in the state. So far, they've done that, still looking for their first win, taking on unbeaten Roseau Catholic here on a neutral floor.
Yeah, and don't let 0-6 fool you. This is the most misleading record around, and they're hoping their tough early matchups will set them up for a win tonight. But Roseau Catholic has a lot of experience back with a nice inside game, so it'll be a tall order for them. And
for Mount St. Dominic, Julianne, they've had 3 halftime leads so far against this quality competition, and they're relying on their one returning starter, Leah Mendola, right now to help them through this growth priority.
Yeah, Mendola is a team leader and one of the smartest players you'll see on the court. She's deceptively quick, and even though she's small, she plays really big. She'll need to be vocal and get in passing lanes against a tough Roseau Catholic offense.
And for Roseau Catholic, undefeated, 5 straight years of 20 wins or more, 5 straight division championships, and now they've got the second Division I player during this great run in Tori Pushney.
Pushney, the Colgate-bound player, has been playing great. Teams have a hard time defending her because she's tall with an ability to go inside and outside, so utilizing her size will be huge for their success tonight.
So Roseau Catholic and Mount St. Dominic coming up here from the annual SFIC Basketball Festival with the Star Ledger and NJ.com. This is Verizon Fios 1 Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Watch ESPN. It's your favorite ESPN sports and shows live, anytime, anywhere on your computer, tablet, and smartphone. Watch ESPN. It's the other way to watch ESPN. Go to FiosTVOnline.com for details. We're here at the annual SFIC Basketball Festival. Girls matchup here, Mount St. Dominic and Roseau Catholic meeting here at Harwood Arena at Kane. Taking a look at our starting lineups for Mount St. Dominic, so much on the shoulders of point guard Leah Mendola, joined by sophomore Nadia Wooten, senior Michelle Julian, junior Emily O'Connor, and a freshman at the 5 spot, Grace Sheehan. And for Roseau Catholic, Toby is the senior point guard, joined by Cubbage and Skrek, Pushney, and Dolapo Balogun at the 5 spot. The head coach is Jerry Aquino. His MO in his 11th year, trying to put together the most difficult schedule in New Jersey. He's got another good one. Former assistant coach at Milburn for a couple of years and does a lot of AAU stuff in North Jersey. And Joe Skrek is his 18th season coaching Roseau Catholic. He's a Roseau Catholic alum himself, playing varsity basketball. Over 250 career wins with this girls program. Let's look ahead to this game with our Verizon 411 keys to the game.
Well, for Mount St. Dominic, they've got to force them outside. They've got to take away their inside game because that's what Roseau Catholic wants to do. In high-pressure defense, this is their tempo, so they've got to force turnovers. And then for Roseau Catholic, handle their pressure. They will half-court trap them and try to create a fast game. They've got to break this pressure and dominate the paint. There's a big size advantage. They need to do what they do best and go inside early.
Mount St. Dominic, they'll be the road team here, navy blue over navy blue, with Nicole Stasic doing the honors, working with Bobby Hope and Jim Zielinski. Nicole as our lead official, and Roseau Catholic home white on white unis. Roseau Catholic, their closest game, a 3-point victory in their own holiday tournament against Morris Catholic, which was a big game. Mount St. Dominic, their closest game, 7-point loss against Nutley. So with the opening tap controlled by Toby of Roseau Catholic, we are underway here from the SFIC, the final game of another marathon weekend here, with all the proceeds benefiting the Scholarship Foundation for Inner City Children. Inside, there is Tori Pushney with her first touch, coming off of a huge holiday tournament where she was MVP, averaging 22 points a game.
She's a tough player, and she's going to be difficult tonight. If she gets it that easy the whole game, they're going to have some major problems.
Pass deflected and stolen. Dolapo Balogun on the hard hedge. She'll take it all the way. And a layup spun out on the follow. Pushney missed. And it'll come back here to Toby. And they'll reset here for Roseville Catholic. Again, no shot clock in the state of New Jersey.
And Mount St. Dominic here starting out in a zone.
Balogun got it after Skrek made the cut.
But that's a nice way to break a zone. Play it a little bit like a man, send some players going in the paint.
Mount St. Dominic, just one senior returning starter from a year ago, Michelle Julian, last year. Played some time off the bench, so it's a big move for her as Mendola kicks it to Grace Sheehan, and a jumper from the baseline rebounded by Balogun. So for Mount St. Dominic, Jerry Aquino not worried about his one-loss record. He is trying to get his girls prepared for the next level as Balogun inside dives in and has an easy layup. And it is a fast 6-0 start for Roseville Catholic.
Yeah, and starting out strong is so key because you can really set the other team on their heels. And Roseville Catholic doing a nice job just going out strong. See, they're getting the ball inside. That's where they do best. They've been doing it all season, finding their interior play, and they're finishing strong. So a big start for them.
And it's been Dolapo Balogun so far with 2 of the 6 points. She's become a very nice complement to Division I signee Tori Pushney. She's a junior at 5'10", and her improvement a big reason why Roseville Catholic off to this 5-0 start, next to those 2 known seniors in Pushney and Toby.
And you know, teams really pay a lot of attention to those 2 players, so it leaves Dolapo open a lot of times, and she's finishing.
Pass deflected there by Pushney. It'll stay with Mount St. Dominic. So the line's not the start that Jerry Aquino wanted nearly 2 minutes in.
And we talked to him before the game, Ralph, and he just said, I'm not worried about it. They're so young. I mean, they're only going to improve. So he's got a really good attitude with his youth.
On the cut, Michelle Julian. Pass forced inside, then the turnaround jumper. Good look doesn't go from Emily O'Connor, 5'9" junior. And here is Toby, here the senior point guard for Roseville Catholic. Balogun, this time out of the corner. And the rebound comes down here to Leah Mendola.
And I think Mount St. Dominic's would prefer to play man, but they like to play that high pressure, but they're sitting in the zone with hopes of stopping the interior play a little bit. But they're going to have to really force Roseville Catholic to shoot from the perimeter tonight.
Mendola cut to the basket, but with all that size deterring her. Here's Nadia Wooten. And Wooten called for steps. Wooten in her first year starting, but she's a 5'8" sophomore that college coaches have already started to take notice in.
And she's physically really strong and just shows good potential in her movement.
Pushney all the way to the rim, her second bucket.
Nice penetration by Pushney. She's got a good size as far as a guard, creates some major mismatches at 6'1".
Tori Pushney took all the pressure off of her season in the fall, verbally committing to Colgate and then signing a letter of intent. Wooten on the drive, offensive follow from Sheehan. That's also partially blocked, it looked like, from Pushney. And Roseville Catholic the other way with Aaliyah Cubbage all the way to the basket. And Roseville Catholic, this is the start that they were looking for. Already undefeated at 5-0 and a 10-0 lead on Mount St. Dom's.
Certainly not hesitating at all. 5 of 8 from the floor right now because they're getting very high percentage shots.
And finally, Michelle Julian gets Mount St. Dominic on the board. And this sets up Mount St. Dominic's known pressure. They're a full-court pressing team. Cubbage, shot blocked from behind by the 5'10" Julian.
And that right there is going to be key, is Mount St. Dominic has to get some stops so that they can get down to the other end a little bit easier.
Here's Emily O'Connor. O'Connor, her father, Gerard O'Connor. He's the executive director of this SFIC event. But she missed last year's game in her first year on the varsity due to concussion. So this is a special family moment for her and Dad. As we get the kickball, and it's going to stay here with Mount St. Dominic.
This is a nice job by Cubbage going all the way to the hole. See how she hesitated in the fast break situation. She went in and out all the way to the hole, which kind of throws the defense off just a little bit so that you can explode to the hoop.
Here's Mendola with Roseville Catholic sitting in their customary man-to-man defense that they'll have the entire season. About 95% of the season, Joe Skreck expects to play a man-to-man as O'Connor off on the fall away. Toby on the push. Balogun on the entry pass, still able to score, this time with the left hand.
I like Balogun, I really do. She's obviously coming out hot tonight, but she just has tremendous versatility down low, and just she's very athletic.
6 points for Dolapo Balogun, the early story. And Mendola with defense by Toby. Sheehan off the head fake, doesn't go. And Roseville Catholic averaging over 50 points per game. And we've seen their scoring balance here early. Ashley Skreck off the kick out, and everybody involved for Roseville Catholic.
That was a nice job by Kate Toby too. That was all about her no-looker. She looked the other way and was able to whip it over with that ball reversal.
Grace Sheehan, defended by the senior Pushney. Now Leah Mendola. She and Nadia Wooten both averaging about 15 points per game as the two go-to